Hi, how's it going? Think everything's working? What's up, Ed? How you doing? Got the I hear that. It was, I don't know about your part of the world, but it was toasty hot here today. And everybody at the house is just completely zonked. Very, very hot today. Very hot day. Yeah, I hear you. It's Saturday, August 9th, 2025. Right in the, what do they call it? The dog days of summer? Is that what this is? The dog days? Anyway, it rained a bit. Yeah, I guess it is that time of year, isn't it? The time of year for back to school. Although, I guess here in Canada, we go back September, right after Labor Day weekend. Yeah, no kidding. It is hot. It was hot, but it's cold in the basement. That's why I have a sweater on. Um, so there's pros and cons to being in the basement. Speaking of the basement, I got a lot done yesterday. I got the cabinets installed. I got the counter installed. And then I even put up some drywall. Put up some drywall yesterday, which is great. Unfortunately, forgot to press record when I was doing the drywall, which kind of sucks, but you know, whatever. And I think I've decided what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish that side as much as I can, and then just put out the final video for it. Call it a day. Just get it done, and just call it a day. I'm not going to draw it out any longer. So I'm not going to put out a video tomorrow, but I'm going to put a video out later, maybe in a week, whatever. I don't even care anymore about that series. But yes, 9-foot counter. So it's very large, very long. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like one of those series that is just more for me than for everybody else. You know what I mean? It's more for me just being like I'm documenting stuff as I'm doing it. And the fact that people even watch it is just funny to me, you know. So it's great that, you know. But yeah, I'm just going to get it done. Just going to get the whole side done, get all my crap over there. And yeah, it's going to be so much better. I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, got a lot done yesterday. I'm really happy. Got a little bit more drywalling to do, and then I have like the back wall where the window is for the, you know, I'm thinking I'm going to make that entire wall just like pegboard for tools and stuff. Hanging stuff, tools, whatever. Maybe have a little, you know, that's about it. Just maybe like a little spot for a computer or something. Nothing crazy. Just going to keep it simple, get it done, and we can move on with our lives. Anyway, so what do I got going on today? Well, I got my my record choice for today. Yep. So this desk behind me is gonna go over to that side, and I'm gonna set up all my guitar amps and stuff behind me, and probably my guitars, and maybe I'll have like a small area for stuff. I might even have this desk moved over to that side because I've actually got a like a 3-tier keyboard stand um, that I think I could put like all my stuff on for these beat making sessions, and then yeah, just set up my camera and easy. So I just really clear this whole space out so that it's nice and open, and I got room to maneuver because right now it's pretty tight. So yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be really nice. It's gonna be nice and clean over here, music making, you know, and then over there we're gonna focus more on like the building and the all that kind of stuff. But I got my record for today. The record choice of the day was one that I picked up at Salvation Army a couple months ago for $1.50. Yeah, me too. Trust me, me too. Got this for $1.50. This is The Wild Bull by Morton Subotnick. For those who aren't familiar with Morton, or Mort, he's very early, I guess you could say, very early pioneer in the realm of electronic music. Electronic music and tape music. So he used a lot of early homemade synthesizers and stuff. And yeah, he's a big inspiration for me. It's really far out kind of stuff, you know, as a lot of the early electronic music stuff is. That isn't sort of like covering classical songs and stuff. But yeah, it's like a lot of like wild sounds and stuff. It's very primitive by today's standards, that's for sure. But I enjoy listening to these kind of things because they, it's just, you know, it's just an inspiration. So yeah, got this guy for $1.50. Very, very pleased with that. And yeah, so if you have a chance to check it out, you know, he's got other pieces. Yeah, they're really interesting if you're into the historical side of electronic music, for sure. So check it out. You know, a little different than last week's pick. But, yeah, I like it. Anyway. So, I got the sampler hooked up today. There we go. Got the sampler hooked up. And I've got it going, just so I know I don't have my phone hooked up to do the overhead shot today. So you're just going to have to take my word for it that this is actually what I have hooked up. But it is my ESP32 sampler. I've got it going out into my 404 Mark II, my SP 404 Mark II. This is my audio interface at the moment. So this is going to be hanging around a little bit longer until I make an audio interface. Which is okay though, because I paid too much money for this machine and I just want to keep it for now. Anyway, oh sweet, nice, yeah, it's great. Goodwill's great for that sometimes. A lot of it you're not going to find you know, a lot of I find like I don't find a lot of like deep cuts, you know, normally, but I always take a peek. You never know when you find something interesting. And sorry, 1 second, I'm just making sure my kid is still in bed. I'm just looking at the baby monitor. I think she's still there. I'm just going to take a little peek around the room. Luckily, we have a video monitor. I think she is still in bed. She's got the sheet over her head, so that's neat. Anyway, everybody can hear the music, yeah? Everybody can hear the drums. Looks like it's going. So, yeah. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Exactly. She's yeah. I think she's still there. She looks like she's still there. I'm kind of scanning around the room and there doesn't appear to be little feet. And if she was up, she'd probably be talking. So I'd hear it. So I think we're good. Anyway, so yeah. That's my setup tonight. That's my setup. So let's move me out of the way and get down to it. And I'm gonna try running some stuff through the sampler today. I'll show you the beat, the full realized little piece here. Okay. So that's our that's just our drum. Keeping it simple. It was I did this one again on Ableton Note when I was waiting for, I don't know, I think I was waiting for something, I don't know, waiting in the car. And then, yeah, got this little bass line going. Simple bass line. Everybody can hear that? Yeah? We're good? Yeah, no, exactly. So this is sort of the main groove. And then I've got this lead line here. So that's the basic idea here. And then we're going to take some of this stuff and we're going to run it through the sampler and then back in to Ableton. And the beat is a little bit, I think it's a little tight. It's really tight today. So we're going to take a quick peek at that. Nice. So, interestingly enough, this time, I think the kick and the snare, I locked it. I had it quantized. But the little hi-hat-y thing is a little loose, which is good, which is great. But I think I'm actually going to do the opposite of what I do normally, which is I'm going to just like move stuff in a more pleasurable direction off the grid. So I'm going to take snapping off like normal, and then, well, it looks like I didn't really clean it up that much. Let's just, I'm just going to tighten some things up. Yeah, I just like it a little bit off the grid, you know. I just, you know, when I know that things aren't kind of like precise, and it's 87 BPM, so I'm going to change that to 87.88. I just like taking it off the, you know, keeping it kind of slightly more of a natural feel to it, you know? Maybe not natural, just not like locked. It doesn't feel as like locked in, you know what I mean? And that flams a bit, so I'm gonna tighten that up a little bit. This one's really locked on, so just gonna like some of this stuff. I like it a little bit. I don't like when it sounds, when some of the stuff is like too, when stuff is sounding too rushed either in time. You know, like I like it to feel like a little more like laid back. So that's why I push it kind of like farther off, sort of towards the right a bit, so it's not so it's a little bit late. I like when things are a little late to the party than early, even though I'm always early. When I show up to places, I'm always way too early. Like, I don't know what it is. I just have this like thing about being late, but I like my music when it's late. So does that make sense? I like when the hits are a little bit late, but I'm always on time. Right, exactly. That's funny. That's hilarious. Perfect. That works for me. Let's just take a quick look at the bass. Whoa, what are you doing? I want to turn off the grid. Okay, you stop for a minute. Now I'm just tightening the other way a bit because it's a little too late in some instances. Just a little bit though. I'm not going crazy here. I'm like literally just moving it just a hair. You know, just to clean it up a bit. There we go. Perfect. Let's see what our friend, the Dobro, is doing. I don't know, I like the feel of that already, but some of it's really off. I'm gonna listen to it again. This one's, I'm gonna tighten up the spots where I think it might, that it might be just like a little bit off. Like this one right here seems a little bit off. Yeah. Nice. Great. Sweet. Okay. Now I want like that's fine. But now I want to like I want it to change a bit for like um for like a couple bars. And I feel like it just needs to like I feel like it could just it doesn't have to be complicated. It just needs to like come down a step or two. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to um key mode is on. So that means that I can basically um take anything. If I click fold, no, not fold, scale. This is going to show me all the notes in my key signature, my current key signature, which in my case is uh, B flat, B flat. No, sorry, B Dorian. That's my key. So I'm gonna rename some of these for 1 sec. Just main, just so I don't get them confused. And then I'm going to drop uh, and then the clips in the I guess the second slot here. I'm going to drop um, a step or a couple steps and see if I can find something that sounds really kind of cool. And then I'll mess around with some other stuff, and then I'm gonna start running stuff, and then I'll start running some drum sounds or something maybe through the ESP32 sampler. But I just want to kind of get my main idea going here. Yeah, yeah, man, ice cream. Yeah. Awesome. That's awesome. Great. Yeah. Okay. Let's start running some stuff through the sampler and back into Ableton. And yeah, because I think that'll be. I feel like the drums need a little something something. You know what I mean? Whoops. So let's do this. Let's duplicate the drums and we'll turn it off. And then what I'm gonna do is all we want to do is I want the single hits. So basic this is the approach that I'm gonna do. Um, I want to get whatever I'm using for like the snare. I'm going to just play the sample, and I'm not going to worry about like trying to get the um what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not going to try to um get a perfect attack on the sample. If there's a little bit of blank space at the top, that's totally cool. I just want to get that vibe from the sampler into that snare sound, which I believe is just this. That's the snare sound right now. So actually, you know what I could do is I could turn on MIDI. Uh, no, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to assign a key. I'm going to take a key and I'm going to put it on that guy. Can I do that? No, I can't do that. Okay. How can I do this? I just don't know if MIDI is enabled on the SP404. Let's just check. So let's track. So it's doing the inputs. Um, so let's do this then. Let's go MIDI input from SP. How do you do that? Does anybody out there know that offhand by chance? Do I have to enable MIDI on this thing? Is that what I have to do? Like to use this as like a pad? Because I know you can do that. Eh. You know what? Let's just try to time it then. Let's just try and time it with the sampling. Okay. So I'm gonna press the sampler is set to line in, and so it's just gonna go straight out into the sampler. Boom, 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 boom. Sample it, and then we'll find a cool sound. That's it. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna sample it. Well, that turned out weird. Let's try that again. Nope. Oof. Maybe we'll try a different sound. Yeah, it's not liking that. It's one of the issues that I have with this is that the line in needs a bit of gain, and I didn't think of that um, when I was designing it. Maybe a different. Let's try this. Nope. We can edit that out. Let's do. Yeah, we're gonna have to clean that up, but that's okay. Um, yeah, it doesn't sound great, does it? I'm getting a weird sound at the beginning. That little hiccup at the beginning, I don't know what that is. I've never got that before. It's like that's interesting, eh? It's like the buffer at the beginning that's doing the pre-roll is that because I have a buffer at the start, right? That's meant to capture like the pre-roll of the audio. It's like it's not erasing that pre-roll. It's interesting. Hmm. Let's see. Yes, hear that? That's so weird, eh? I wonder why it's doing that. It must be that. It's so strange. I've never had that before. Let's try and we'll try and catch it right off the top. Okay, let's try a different approach. Let me do the full. I'm gonna try doing the full let's see what happens when I try sampling a full just capturing like a part of the loop, part of the drum loop. So I'm gonna mute all this stuff and I'm just gonna play the main drum loop and you heard it. Yeah, okay. Um I'm just gonna play the main drum loop and then I'm gonna try and sample a part of it. It's not gonna be perfect by any it's not gonna be perfect. So but I just for the sake of sort of you know, experimentation. Okay, here we go. Okay. Huh. That's interesting. Let's try it again. There's something wrong with the code, isn't there? Huh. Let's try this one. I wonder if it does that with the microphone. That's what I'm wondering. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reset it. So I'm resetting the sampler. I'm going to switch it over to the microphone and see if we still get that little blippity blippity bloppity. I don't know what I'm going to say. What do I say? Oh my God. Hi. Hear it? What if I maybe it's hmm, I'll try a different approach. Hold on. Do Okay. So it sounds like when it's not hearing uh okay. Let me show you again, Ed. Well, I'll show you. One sec. Hi. Hear it? Tick tick. It goes tick tick. Hi. But when so I noticed it more the last time I heard some stuff triggered, then I saw you bobbing your head to something. I couldn't hear it at the time. Ah, sorry. My bad. But yeah, it's now so you hear it when I don't oh, you're not hearing it. I'm hearing it this time. It's like a little tiny like tick 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 hi, tick 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 hi, which is interesting because when I um so it must be getting filtered through. Maybe you're not hearing it because it's not loud enough for one thing, obviously. Um but also it could be some like filtering thing that's happening on the YouTube side of things, right? That's like doing some sort of like high frequency cancellation kind of thing. But the interesting thing is like if I now do like a note, so I'll start singing a note, I'll press record on the sampler. So I'll press record while I'm singing, right? And then keep it going until the record light goes out, which means it's done sampling, right? But what you'll find is like you still get a little click. Um, you get like a click just from sampling audio in the middle of of a kind of sample or whatever, right? And the fade that I've applied to it isn't that great. Um, but you'll find that you don't get that little hiccup. I get that on a pocket operator when I'm sampling through the mic. Oh, really? It picked up a bit of a button click and not just a bit I actually want to record. So I usually have to trim it out. Oh, interesting. Interesting. That's encouraging. And also discouraging because I should have put in a rotary encoder. But now if I sample like how I was just describing though, you won't hear it as much. So I'll try it right now. Do. You get a little bit of it. It's like there's something wrong with the code. There's something that I never noticed before. I get like a weird like it's like really strange. Like, it's hard for me to describe. You can hear it more there. Oh, you don't, you're not even hearing it. Oh, is it because, hold on. What a freaking bonehead. Whoa! Whoa. Uh, how do I do this? I think I do that. And I go, on. Oh, I see. What the heck? How do I do that? Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Um, uh, Still not getting that. Hold on 1 second. It's pretty low. Let me see if I can give it a bit of juice here for you. Oh, I forgot about this. This is a stupid quirk with the SP404 as an interface. Let me see if I can just do it like. Oh, I hate this about this. I forgot about that. Shoot. Uh, how am I going to do this? Because that's, you can't hear that at all. Doe. Yeah. I, yeah, it's part of the SP404 and how it's set up as an interface. Um, it's like the master volume controls both the input level and the playback level. No, the sampler's not hooked up as line in. It's the oh yes, it's hooked up as line in into the SP404. The ESP32 sampler. I'm guessing that's what you mean. But yeah, there's I forget shit. That's really irritating, eh? Shoot. Yeah. It's because you can't independently control the master volume and the line in volume at the same time, or they're not independent controls like on a regular audio interface. Um, I'm trying to think how I could do that, but I don't know how. And hmm, because if I turn it up all the way, we get feedback. That's when we get our feedback. This. Right. Exactly. Not without the loud feedback. Um, Unless there's, I think there's a input, maybe you go shift input setting. Oh man. And I've got it maxed out. Like I've got it maxed out. That's frustrating. That's really frustrating. Um, I never even thought of that. Okay. Okay. Well, how am I going to do this then? All right. Okay. It's really frustrating. Um, okay. You know what? Let's just go back to, let's just, um, I don't know. Let's just let's just start making stuff sound better in here. Let's just start doing our typical thing and yeah. Man, that sucks. That really sucks. It's really frustrating. Um, anyway, okay. Well, okay. Yeah. I'm gonna have to sort it out later. Um, but I definitely found like um, a little quirk with my sampler, which is really frustrating, you know? But it is what it is. It's fine. It's fine. Um, so if I adjust this volume, let me just check something really quick. Okay, so you guys can still hear the, right? You guys can still hear that. And then what if I do an audio, what if I turn down my volume here? I'm just gonna test something really quick. Yeah, see? So I've got my volume turned all the way down in my headphones. Um, and I can't hear the sampler, which I should be able to have the sampler playing back. Let me plug it in here. Okay, good. Yeah, okay. We'll have to sort it out later. Anyway, all right. All right. Let's mess up these drums a little bit. Make them sound a little crunchier. All right? Sorry guys. That's frustrating. That's super frustrating. Okay, let's do a quick arrangement, and then I think I'm gonna call this one kind of a thing. Kind of a thing. And then yeah, that's really bums me out about the sampler. But yeah, yeah, I think I'm either gonna have to A, build an audio interface really quickly, or B, uh, go and buy a cheapo and just to kind of hold me over until, yeah. Anyway, all right, let's do a quick little arrangement here and we'll call it a thing. Whoa, no, hold on. Stop everything. Stop the presses. Here we go. Yeah, sure. All right. Well, there you have it. Just kind of a rough little arrangement. Nothing too crazy. Um, yeah. Maybe I should start posting these somewhere, eh? And just kind of like call it done when it's done. You know what I mean? And just put it up somewhere. Put it up on my Bandcamp page or whatever. I don't know. Whatever. Maybe one day. Maybe one day we'll get there. Anyway, thanks for everybody who stopped in. Ed, thank you as always. Much appreciated for coming out. And I guess we'll let this play. I'll press play one more time, and we'll let it ride into the sunset. And yeah, I'll post something one soon. I'll post something soon, and you can go through all the weird crap that I've done over the years. Anyway, yeah, so I'm just gonna press play, and then we're going to ride out into the sunset. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and yeah, hopefully everything goes well for the rest for the till I talk to you next time. All right, take it easy, get some rest, and I'll see you next time. Here we go.